At the start of another movie year, people always talk about the movies they look forward to in the new year. And for me, there's no exception. Although we are already 5 days in, I will today do a little video on what's, in my opinion, are 4 potentially great movies coming in 2024. We start with a movie called Ballerina, which is a John Wick spin-off movie starring Ana de Armas in a lead role as this female assassin trying to get revenge for her family being killed. A very familiar plot to those who have watched John Wick movies, but of course Keanu Reeves himself is there to aid in assistance. It is set somewhere between the third and the fourth movie, and although of course you feel this might just be a milking movie, where they try to milk as much out of the John Wick character without making it great, I still feel this movie has a broad potential, because Ana de Armas has started in a similar role before in the latest James Bond movie, where she was the highly skilled agent Paloma, and probably the best character in the movie. Plus, of course, you can never go wrong with John Wick, so I will expect lots of action, although of course the director for this movie is relatively unknown, and that could be a weakness. Anyways, I hope this will be an edge of your seat style movie that I get to enjoy during the early summer. In a second one for my list, we go to the highly anticipated Dune Part 2. And although I was not as impressed as a lot of others after the first movie, the reason I have to include it is of course because of the potential created largely by the first movie, where you see all this build up to the second movie, where there surely would be a huge war taking place. What made the story so promising was how you could feel the presence of the main character Paul Atreides, played by Timothée Chalamet, who really built his reputation solely based on this movie. The movie will be all about taking revenge after the events that took place in the first movie, where the main characters lost his family. Visually, the movie was great, and as a sci-fi movie, it was one with the best scenes visually in many years. That I can agree on, but I feel this movie has a very good groundwork to deliver on provided by the first movie, and when I see the cast list with both Austin Butler, Stellan Skarsgård, Rebecca Ferguson, and Christopher Walken, you immediately get excited for the final result. This is a movie that comes out in March after being delayed from November last year. So next on my list is Joker Part 2. Yes, I'm just gonna call it that, because there's no chance in hell I can spell the actual French title right. But yes, it is the follow-up to the Joker movie from 2019 starring Joaquin Phoenix. And in turn, unlike the other Joker movies, it focuses on the actual Joker character and not his relation with Batman. We really do not know too much at this stage, but we know it will be partly a musical movie, and it will also feature Lady Gaga in the support role, of course. Anyways, it is always exciting to see another act from the great Joaquin Phoenix, who absolutely did a great role during the first movie, and it'll be interesting to see how he builds on that. It is scheduled to come out in October. We have got to the number 1 movie, which I feel has the greatest potential. And now we are in November, towards the end of the year. Around the same time, Ridley Scott launched the Napoleon movie in theaters last year. One that I really liked and felt was an entertaining masterpiece from the old movie maker, where both Joaquin Phoenix and Vanessa Kirby did great acts. But enough about that. Let's talk about Gladiator 2, the follow-up, which has taken 24 years. Much like Top Gun, which also took some of the same time to do a follow-up. Anyways, really, here you see Ridley take on his greatest challenge by trying to follow up what many people feel is his greatest movie. Because in 2000, Gladiator was an extremely successful movie, earning a lot of prizes on the Oscars, and really, after movies coming out that same year, no one could touch it. And in the years after, it has become so great and so well rated that no wonder people want a sequel. But of course, it will be extremely hard to follow up such a great success. But anyways, it is all about the son of Maximus, who in the second movie will be played by Paul Mescal. What potentially could make the movie great is the impressive cast, with both Denzel Washington, Pedro Pascal, and Connie Nielsen among the ranks. Especially, it is interesting to see what Denzel might add to the movie, which makes it even more interesting to see if it can indeed hold up its potential. Although, of course, it might be a hard nut to crack for Ridley. So what do you think about those movies? Do you feel they have potential to be great? Or if you disagree, comment below what movies you feel have the greatest potential this year in 2024.